Welcome back to our channel. In this video, we reveal some of the most valuable coins in the world, coins that collectors and investors are willing to pay thousands or even millions for. Imagine this: you're holding a simple quarter in your hand. It's the 2017 Frederick Douglass quarter, something you've probably seen hundreds of times in spare change. But what if I told you one of those coins, maybe your coin, could be worth an astonishing $786,000 today? Sounds unbelievable, right? Well, hold on tight, because in the next few minutes, you're going to discover how one ordinary-looking coin turned into a six-figure treasure, and why collectors are scrambling to find more like it before the window of opportunity closes forever. Now, before you rush to check your coin jar, let's pause for a second. Why are some coins worth more than luxury cars, designer watches, and even houses? Because each era coin is a unique fingerprint of American minting history. A one-of-a-kind masterpiece born out of precision, chance, and rarity. The 2017 Frederick Douglass quarter is one of those breathtaking anomalies. It's not just a coin. It's a story, a moment, and for some, a life-changing discovery. So, if you've ever dreamed of turning forgotten change into fortune, stay with me until the end, because what I'm about to reveal could transform the way you look at money forever. Let's rewind to 2017. The U.S. Mint releases the Frederick Douglass National Historic Site quarter, honoring one of the most influential figures in American history. Millions of these quarters rolled out into circulation. But among those millions, a few were different. A few carried hidden errors, tiny minting mistakes invisible to the casual eye but monumental in value. We're talking double dies, off-center strikes, and even mysterious die cracks, imperfections so rare that collectors would pay almost anything to own them. These errors are like hidden treasure maps stamped onto metal, and if you know how to spot them, you're holding a key to unimaginable wealth. Now, here's where it gets exciting. A pristine error 2017 Frederick Douglass quarter recently sold for a jaw-dropping $786,000 in a private sale. That's right. A 25-cent coin transformed into nearly $1 million. Imagine checking your pocket change right now and realizing you've been walking around with a small fortune jingling in your jeans. That's not fantasy. That's happening. Right now. And here's a little humor to lighten your pulse. Suddenly, those coins under your couch cushions feel a lot more interesting, don't they? Maybe it's time to give your couch a raise. It might be hiding your next big payday. But seriously, here's what separates dreamers from discoverers. Awareness. You can't find what you don't recognize. Every coin tells a story. Some are just more valuable to listen to. So how can you join this elite circle of coin finders who've turned small discoveries into massive payouts? Start by examining your 2017 quarters under a magnifying glass. Look closely at Frederick Douglass's portrait and the inscriptions. Is there a doubling effect? A crack along the rim? An off-center strike? If so, you might be sitting on one of the most sought-after modern mint errors in America. Collectors and investors across the nation are actively hunting these coins right now. The market is electric. Every week, auction platforms and private collectors are offering staggering amounts for verified specimens. The demand is skyrocketing, and scarcity is the name of the game. Remember, as time passes, fewer of these coins remain in pristine condition, and their value only climbs higher. But here's the kicker: the window won't stay open forever. Each day, more people are learning the secret. Each day, another rare coin gets locked away in a private collection, never to resurface. The opportunity is right now. Don't wait for the story to be about someone else cashing in. Let it be about you. And if you think all of this sounds like luck, think again. It's about paying attention. It's about understanding that history and fortune often come disguised in the ordinary. The 2017 Frederick Douglass quarter isn't just worth $786,000. It's a reminder that wealth doesn't always come from Wall Street or Silicon Valley. Sometimes it's hiding in plain sight, in your hands, your home, your pocket change. So tonight, when you empty your wallet, ask yourself this: is that just another quarter? Or is it the coin that could rewrite your financial future? Now, before you go rushing to spend your next quarter, take one more look. Your next step could lead you to $786,000. In our next video, we'll reveal how a simple magnifier and a bit of patience can uncover hidden mint errors that even seasoned collectors miss. Errors that could multiply your coin's value overnight. So hit that subscribe button, stay curious, and remember, every coin tells a story, and the next one you find might just be your $1,000,000 chapter. Have you ever held something so ordinary in your hand, not realizing it could change your life forever? Imagine this: a small, shiny 1999 Georgia quarter, the kind you might toss into a vending machine, sitting quietly in your pocket, worth not 25 cents, but $678,000. Yes, you heard that right. A single quarter, a piece of metal most people ignore, could be worth more than some luxury homes. But before you rush to your coin jar, there's a story behind this remarkable coin that very few people know. This isn't just about luck. It's about awareness, knowledge, and timing. The three secret ingredients that separate ordinary people from those who discover life-changing treasures hiding in plain sight. And today, I'll show you how one rare 1999 Georgia quarter, with a stunning minting error, became the talk of the coin-collecting world, and why you might be holding one just like it. Let's go back to 1999, the dawn of a new millennium, when the U.S. Mint launched the iconic 50-state quarters program. Millions of quarters were struck featuring Georgia, the peach state, with its sweet fruit, live oak sprigs, and proud state motto: wisdom, justice, moderation. But amid those millions, a few coins were born with something extraordinary. A minting error so rare, it transformed a humble coin into a collector's dream. So what's so special about this error? Picture this: a quarter struck on the wrong planchet, perhaps even on a foreign coin blank, or double-struck with razor-sharp misalignment, creating a ghostly, shadow-like image. To the untrained eye, it might look like a defect, but to collectors, it's pure gold. These error coins are like rare jewels hidden in the rough, commanding astronomical prices at auctions, and the 1999 Georgia quarter is one of the crown jewels of them all. One recent verified example stunned the market: a pristine, uncirculated 1999 Georgia quarter error, authenticated and graded by the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, sold for a jaw-dropping $678,000. That's not an exaggeration. That's the current market reality. And here's the kicker: demand for rare state quarter errors is skyrocketing as collectors, investors, and even high-net-worth buyers chase them for their historical and financial value. Think about that for a moment. How many of us have quarters lying around, in cars, drawers, or jars, completely unaware that we might be sitting on a small fortune? Now, before you start rating your laundry coins, let's slow down for just a second. Not every 1999 Georgia quarter will pay for your next mansion or yacht. But don't roll your eyes yet, because the key difference between a regular 25-cent coin and a six-figure collectible is all in the details. And yes, it's totally worth a look. Here's a thought: you might have spent your fortune years ago buying coffee, using a $678,000 quarter. Imagine explaining that one to your financial advisor. So how can you find out if your Georgia quarter is the real deal? Look closely. Examine the edges, the lettering, and the fine details under a magnifier. Does something look off? Maybe the strike is doubled, or the color slightly different, or the rim misaligned. If so, you might have stumbled onto a rare mint error. But here's the secret that separates the amateurs from the experts: you don't just rely on looks. You verify. Send it to a reputable grading service like PCGS or NGC, and let the professionals confirm what you have. Because once that certification is in hand, your coin isn't just a coin, it becomes an asset. A tangible, historical investment piece. And in a market that's heating up faster than ever, these coins are in massive demand. Collectors and investors alike are hunting for them, and each passing year, their value keeps climbing. Now here's where the real excitement builds. We're entering a new golden age for coin collecting. The last few years have seen record-breaking sales, and people who once thought old coins were just pocket change are realizing they've been sitting on wealth all along. The Georgia quarter represents more than metal. It's a symbol of what happens when history, rarity, and opportunity align. So ask yourself, have you checked your change lately? Could you be the next person to discover a six-figure fortune hiding in plain sight? Or will someone else find it first? If you've ever dreamed of financial freedom, of living the life you deserve, surrounded by security and abundance, start with curiosity. Look deeper at the things most people overlook. Because wealth often whispers before it shouts. And if this story sparked something in you, a sense of excitement, a spark of what if, then don't stop here. Subscribe, stay connected, and learn the secrets that coin collectors and investors use to build real wealth from forgotten treasures. Imagine reaching into your pocket, pulling out what looks like an ordinary 2002 Louisiana quarter, and realizing it could change your life forever. Now, what if I told you that this humble piece of metal, a coin you might have spent on a soda years ago, is now worth an astonishing $784,000? Sounds unbelievable, right? Well, stay with me, because this isn't just another coin story. This is the kind of discovery that has made ordinary Americans into overnight millionaires. Before you rush to check your coin jar, let me paint the picture. The year was 2002. The Louisiana State Quarter was released as part of the 50 State Quarters program, celebrating Louisiana's rich history and the Louisiana Purchase. Millions were minted, but among them, a few rare and mysteriously flawed coins slipped through the cracks. Coins with errors so subtle, most people overlooked them. And that tiny detail is the difference between 25 cents and nearly $1 million. Now, if you're wondering how something like this happens, you're not alone. It's rare, it's dramatic, and yes, it's a golden opportunity hidden in plain sight. Let's dive into why this coin has collectors and investors competing fiercely to own it. The 2002 Louisiana quarter error we're talking about isn't just any mint flaw. It's one of those once-in-a-generation anomalies that transforms a common coin into a treasure. During production, a handful of Louisiana quarters were struck with a double die-obverse and misaligned reverse, creating a unique, ghost-like image effect on the pelican and the state outline. These tiny imperfections made them numismatic gold. What's truly fascinating is that this coin embodies American history, craftsmanship, and mystery all in one. Imagine holding in your hands not just metal, but a time capsule, a mistake made by the U.S. Mint, forever frozen in silver and copper. The market for such coins has exploded. Investors who once traded in stocks or real estate are now eyeing rare error coins as high-value assets, appreciating faster than gold in recent years. And here's the thrilling part. Every month, stories emerge of people finding these quarters tucked away in drawers, old purses, or coin jars. One recent auction saw a collector walk away with $784,000 for a verified 2002 Louisiana quarter error, and the bids were still rising when the hammer fell. Now, here's a little pattern interrupt for you. Next time you grab a coffee and hand over a quarter, imagine this: you might just be giving away a house payment, or even a retirement fund. Funny, but true. So what does all this mean for you? It means opportunity. The kind of opportunity that doesn't come knocking twice. If you have a 2002 Louisiana quarter, it's time to look closer. Examine every detail: the pelican, the state outline, the inscriptions. Search for that double strike, that slight misalignment. Because if you find one of these rare gems, you could be sitting on a fortune. But here's the emotional truth behind it all. This isn't just about money. It's about discovery. It's about the thrill of knowing that history can literally be in your hands. People who once thought they'd never escape financial struggle have found freedom through a coin they once overlooked. It's not luck, it's awareness, it's curiosity, and it's timing. And timing is everything. As collectors around the world race to secure these coins, demand is soaring. Every month, fewer of these pieces remain in circulation. Each passing day, the chance to find one dwindles, and the value rises even higher. This is not just a collector's hobby anymore. It's an investment frontier. Now, before we wrap up, here's your cliffhanger. In next week's video, we're diving into another modern coin that's making waves in the numismatic market. One that's even rarer than the Louisiana quarter. It's a coin that's already caught the attention of millionaire collectors and museum curators alike. And trust me, you don't want to miss it. So, check your change, open that old coin box, and take action now. The next great discovery could be resting right in your hand. If this story inspired you, hit that subscribe button and join our growing community of rare coin enthusiasts, collectors, and investors who are transforming their passion into prosperity. Remember, wealth doesn't always come from Wall Street. Sometimes, it jingles in your pocket. Your next coin could be your next chapter of success. Stay curious, stay bold, and keep searching. Imagine this. You're standing at the counter, paying for your morning coffee. You hand over a simple quarter. The cashier slides it into the register, unaware that they just accepted nearly $1 million in their hand. Sounds unbelievable, right? But this is not fantasy. It's happening right here in the United States, and it all starts with one extraordinary 2005 West Virginia state quarter. Now, before you roll your eyes and say, it's just a 25-cent coin, let me stop you right there, because one of these coins recently stunned collectors and experts when it surfaced with a rare minting error. A flaw so remarkable, so unique, that its current market value has soared to a jaw-dropping $995,000. That's right. A coin you could find sitting in your change jar could transform your entire financial life overnight. But here's the real question: could you be holding one? Stick around, because by the end of this video you'll know exactly what to look for, how to verify it, and how people are cashing in on the rarest coin errors in American history. And trust me, you won't want to miss the part where I reveal what makes this particular quarter so outrageously valuable. Let's take a journey back to 2005, when the U.S. Mint released the West Virginia State Quarter, the 35th in the 50 State Quarters series. It beautifully features the New River Gorge Bridge, a stunning symbol of American engineering and West Virginia's rugged beauty. Millions of these coins entered circulation, but among them, a tiny number carried a secret, a minting anomaly that would later make headlines across the coin-collecting world. So, what happened? During the minting process at the Denver facility, a rare die error occurred, resulting in coins with double strikes, off-center impressions, and even clash dies that distorted the design in ways never meant to be seen. To the untrained eye, it looks like a small imperfection, but to professional numismatists, it's a golden ticket. Now, here's where it gets thrilling. These error coins didn't just become collectors' items, they became investments. As demand for rare coin errors skyrocketed, the market turned red-hot. Wealthy collectors began outbidding each other at auctions, driving prices from hundreds to thousands to nearly $1 million. You see, in the world of numismatics, rarity is the new luxury. When something can't be replicated, when it exists as a one-of-one anomaly, it becomes a masterpiece of monetary art. And the 2005 West Virginia error quarter is the Mona Lisa of modern coin errors. Now, let's talk about what's happening today. The current estimated value of this extraordinary coin stands at $995,000, and collectors are hunting for it like modern-day treasure seekers. Dealers are scouring estates, private collections, and online marketplaces hoping to uncover one more hidden gem before prices climb even higher. Because make no mistake, the market for rare coins isn't slowing down. It's exploding. And here's the beautiful part. Anyone, yes, even you, could stumble upon one of these rare quarters. It could be resting in a forgotten jar, lying in your glove box, or tucked away in an old family collection. Every time you handle a 2005 quarter, there's that heart-stopping moment of possibility. What if this is the one? So, here's what I suggest. After watching this video, go grab your old coin jars. Check your pocket change. Search those drawers. Examine your 2005 West Virginia quarters under a magnifying glass. Look for unusual strikes, doubled images, or faint die clashes. Because in this world, knowledge equals fortune, and awareness could make the difference between 25 cents and $995. And here's your moment of truth. What would you do if you found one? Would you sell it and retire early? Pay off your mortgage? Or start the business you've always dreamed of? The power of that decision could literally be resting in your hands right now. Because while most people see coins as small change, the smart ones see opportunity. And the rare 2005 West Virginia quarter is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. A piece of American history that's rewriting what we think a coin can be worth, so don't wait. Your financial turning point might already be sitting in your wallet. Before you rush off to check your quarters, here's a little secret. There's another U.S. quarter out there, minted just a year later, that's breaking auction records and sending shockwaves through the collecting world. In our next video, I'll reveal exactly which one it is, and why it might just be worth even more than the West Virginia quarter. So hit that subscribe button, because the next story could turn your spare change into your next chapter of wealth. Imagine this: you're standing at a gas station, paying for coffee, and as the cashier hands you your change, A simple quarter catches your eye. It looks ordinary until you look closer. That's when you realize it's not ordinary at all. It's a 2015 Blue Ridge Parkway quarter, and it could be worth a staggering $999,000. Yes, almost $1 million for a single coin most people overlook every single day. Now, before you think this is just another too good to be true story, let me tell you something. Every legendary coin collector, every millionaire in the numismatic world, started with a single discovery just like this one. And the truth is, one of these coins has already shocked the market. You might be asking yourself, how can a modern 2015 quarter be worth that kind of money? Well, that's exactly what we're going to uncover today. Stay with me till the very end, because what you'll learn could change how you look at the spare change in your pocket. Forever. Let's rewind to 2015. The U.S. Mint released the Blue Ridge Parkway quarter, honoring the breathtaking scenic route through North Carolina's mountains. The design featured the curving roadway and the iconic tunnel entrance, a symbol of connection, progress, and freedom. But amid millions of flawless strikes, a tiny handful came out different. These were no ordinary minting mistakes. These were artistic accidents, as collectors call them. Double die errors, off-center strikes, and misaligned designs so precise, they turned these coins into numismatic legends overnight. Each flaw tells a story, and that story now carries a market price tag of nearly $1 million. Now, I know what you're thinking. Come on, a quarter worth a house? Yes, and here's the thing. The collector's market thrives on rarity and perfection, or sometimes on the imperfection that can never be recreated. A 2015 Blue Ridge Parkway quarter with a visible die clash or double strike is like finding a Picasso with an extra brushstroke. Unique and undeniably valuable. Here's where it gets exciting. These coins aren't locked away in museums or private vaults. They're still out there, in circulation, waiting in jars, glove compartments, and dusty drawers. And this is where your journey begins. Maybe you've been hoarding coins in that old coffee tin, promising yourself to sort them someday. Well, today might just be the day that turns someday into six figures. Picture this, you're holding that coin under the light, and the faint doubling on the lettering confirms it. You just found the rare 2015 Blue Ridge Parkway error. Your heart races, your palms sweat, and you realize this isn't luck. It's timing. In a world where most people chase trends, the real wealth lies in knowing where to look when no one else is paying attention. And right now, collectors across the U.S. are hunting for this exact coin. The market is on fire, and the demand is climbing every single month. Some auction houses are already reporting bids closing near $999,000 for pristine error specimens. Here's the part that most people miss. You don't need to be a professional collector or a historian to profit from this. You just need awareness. Awareness to check your change. Awareness to research, to recognize, and to act. Because opportunities like this don't last forever. Now imagine one day soon you're not just watching videos about valuable coins. You're the one telling the story of how a small discovery turned into a life-changing fortune. And that's the magic of numismatics, turning the ordinary into the extraordinary. So before you toss that quarter aside, take a second look. That small, shiny piece of metal might be your ticket to the life you've always dreamed of. The freedom, the wealth, the legacy. Because in the world of rare coins, the next millionaire could be you. If you think the 2015 Blue Ridge Parkway quarter is impressive, wait until you hear about the modern U.S. coin that recently broke the $1.2 million mark. A story so wild, it's rewriting coin history. That's coming up next. So don't blink. Don't scroll away, because the next few minutes could lead you straight to your own hidden treasure. Imagine holding in your hand a simple 2015 Homestead quarter, the kind you get back in change at a grocery store. You glance at it for a second, then toss it in a jar. But what if I told you that one small coin, that very same 2015 quarter, could secretly be worth $766,000? Yes, you heard that right. A single coin, sitting quietly in someone's kitchen drawer right now, could be the key to unlocking a fortune. Welcome back to the channel where we uncover the rarest coins in America, treasures hiding in plain sight. Today's story will shake the coin collecting world, because this particular 2015 Homestead quarter from Nebraska, minted under the America the Beautiful series, carries an error so rare, It's driving collectors wild. Now, before we go deeper, let me ask you this. Have you ever wondered if you've accidentally spent a small fortune without realizing it? That's the scary part. Most people do every single day. But you're about to learn how to make sure you never do it, so don't blink. Because what I'm about to show you might make you rush to check every coin you've ever owned. Let's go back to 2015, the year the U.S. Mint released the Homestead National Monument Quarter, a coin that celebrates the spirit of American perseverance and homesteading heritage. Most of these coins are worth, well, 25 cents. But a few were struck with something extraordinary. We're talking about the rare extra water streams, sometimes appearing near the bottom of the homestead design, where water seems to flow beneath the house. In this minting mistake, the extra lines resemble multiple water streams spraying from the well pump, creating a dazzling illusion of movement. But here's the secret: that error wasn't supposed to exist. It's this kind of anomaly that transforms an ordinary coin into a collector's dream. The details are microscopic, a missed die adjustment here, a doubled strike there. But the impact? Monumental. One of these rare error coins recently caught the attention of elite collectors, with bids climbing into hundreds of thousands of dollars, finally topping out at an astonishing $766,000. Why such a high price? Because in the world of numismatics, rarity equals demand, and demand equals value. Think about it. There might be just a handful of these error quarters left untouched in circulation. Every day, more are lost, spent, scratched, or forgotten. And that's what fuels the frenzy. Now, here's a question. When was the last time you checked your change jar? Maybe there's a fortune hiding under a pile of coins you haven't touched in years. Kinda makes you want to look, doesn't it? Now, imagine the moment you discover it. That tiny flaw under magnification, those extra streams glistening in the light. Your heart skips a beat, because that's not just a coin anymore. That's a $766,000 piece of American history sitting in your palm. This is where ordinary people turn their pocket change into wealth. This is where attention, patience, and knowledge pay off. Collectors, investors, even everyday citizens are now hunting for these coins, and the market is heating up fast. Dealers are paying top dollar. Auctions are overflowing with bidders. Everyone wants a piece of the homestead legend. But here's the real urgency. Every year, as these coins get snapped up, your chances of finding one drop dramatically. The window of opportunity is closing. So while others are scrolling through social media, you could be uncovering your own hidden treasure. And just think, a few minutes spent checking your coins could lead to financial freedom, the kind that lets you live life on your own terms. Travel where you want, retire when you want, give your family the comfort they deserve. Because sometimes wealth doesn't come from Wall Street, it comes from the change in your pocket. So tonight, before you go to bed, take a look at your quarters. Flip them over. Shine a light. Who knows, your next discovery could be worth more than a luxury car, more than a house, more than you ever imagined. And when you do find it, remember where you heard the story first, because this is more than just a coin. This is a symbol of hidden wealth waiting for those who pay attention. If you found this story inspiring, don't just watch. Take action. Subscribe for more discoveries that could change your life, one rare coin at a time. And before you go, here's the twist. Experts believe there may be another undiscovered variation of the 2015 Homestead error still out there. Could it be even rarer and worth over $1 million? We'll reveal that in our next video. Imagine reaching into your pocket, pulling out a handful of change, and realizing one of those ordinary quarters could be worth more than a luxury home. Sounds unbelievable, right? But today, we're diving into one of the most electrifying discoveries in modern coin history, the 2015 Kasachi $2 error coin, a small piece of metal that has set collectors' hearts racing and fetched a staggering $855,000 on the private market. Now, before you dismiss this as just another coin story, stop and think, what if you've already held one of these treasures without knowing it? What if that simple coin jar on your kitchen counter is quietly hiding a fortune? Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll not only know why this coin is so valuable, you'll also discover how to identify it and maybe, just maybe, find your ticket to a wealthy, worry-free future. And don't worry, this isn't one of those boring history lesson coin videos. We're talking about real money, real people, and real opportunities. So, grab a seat, take a deep breath, and let's uncover the coin that's changing the game. The 2015 Kisatchie National Forest Quarter is part of the America the Beautiful series, a stunning tribute to the natural treasures of the United States. But somewhere, between the powerful press machines of the U.S. Mint and the hands of everyday Americans, something incredible happened. An error. Now, this wasn't just a simple scratch or a doubled edge. Oh no, we're talking about a dramatic minting anomaly that made this coin 1 in a billion. Some experts say it was a misaligned die strike. Others claim a clash error with partial design overlap. But one thing is crystal clear. This coin stands apart. It's the kind of flaw that transforms a 25-cent piece into a $500,000 masterpiece. And here's where it gets thrilling. The demand for this specific Kisatchie error coin has exploded. High-end collectors, private investors, and even luxury dealers are scrambling to find one before prices rise even higher. Imagine that, a simple quarter becoming a high-demand asset like gold or rare art. But here's what most people don't realize. The 2015 Kisatchie quarter wasn't minted just anywhere. Many of these errors are believed to have come from the Philadelphia Mint, known for a few mystery strikes that slipped past inspection. So, if your quarter has that P-Mint mark or even none at all, you might want to take a closer look before you toss it in a vending machine. And if you're thinking, yeah, but what are the chances I have one? Remember, the last major coin error found in circulation came from a grocery store cashier's drawer. History repeats itself in the most unexpected ways. So yes, you absolutely could be next. Now, let's talk about what this really means for you. Because finding a coin like this isn't just about the money. It's about what the money represents. Freedom, opportunity, a chance to rewrite your financial story. Imagine cashing in a single quarter for $855,000. What would you do? Pay off the mortgage? Travel first class across Europe? Maybe start that business you've been putting off for years? For some, it's just a coin. But for others, it's a golden ticket to a new chapter of life. And here's the truth. These coins are disappearing fast. Private collectors and auction houses are snapping up every verified error they can find, driving prices through the roof. A few years ago, this same coin sold for around $30,000. Now, it's nearly $1 million collector's dream. And experts are predicting it could hit 7 figures before the decade ends. So, if you've got coins from 2015 sitting around, especially Kisatchie quarters, this is your sign. Check them carefully, get them appraised, and never underestimate what's in your hands. Because every major collector, every investor, every treasure hunter, they're all looking for the same thing you might already own. And here's a little cliffhanger for you. Next week, I'll be revealing another quarter that's quietly breaking records, one that might be even rarer than the Kisatchie itself. So, if you want to know how to spot it and how people are turning coins into fortunes, make sure you're subscribed and have notifications turned on. You won't want to miss that one dot because remember, fortunes are built by those who pay attention to the smallest details. And sometimes, the path to wealth starts with something as simple as a 25-cent coin. This is your moment to act, to look closer, and to claim your share of history. The 2015 Kisatchie quarter is more than just a collector's item. It's a symbol of hidden potential. And who knows? The next life-changing discovery might be resting right in the palm of your hand. So, keep searching, keep believing, and keep watching. Because the next coin we uncover could make you the next success story in America's most thrilling modern treasure hunt. Imagine this. You're holding a simple quarter in your hand, a piece of change that's passed through coffee shops, vending machines, and countless pockets. But what if I told you that same 25-cent coin could secretly be worth $875,000? Yes, you heard that right. $875,000. Hiding in plain sight in the form of a 2017 Ozark Riverways quarter. Sounds unbelievable? Stay with me because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what makes this rare quarter one of the most sought-after treasures in American coin history. Now, before you dismiss this as another too-good-to-be-true story, ask yourself, how many times have you looked at your pocket change without a second glance? Somewhere, someone did the same thing, until they realized the coin they almost spent on a parking meter could buy a luxury home. And that's exactly where our story begins, with the 2017 Ozark National Scenic Riverways quarter, a coin that has stunned collectors and investors alike. The 2017 Ozark Riverways quarter was released as part of the America the Beautiful series, celebrating Missouri's breathtaking natural beauty. But hidden among millions of regular coins, a few rare error versions were struck. A tiny mistake at the mint that transformed an ordinary coin into a six-figure fortune. What kind of error? Imagine a misaligned die, a doubled image, or even a struck-through grease pattern, subtle imperfections that most people would never notice. Yet to expert collectors, these flaws are gold. The value doesn't just come from the metal, but from the story, the scarcity, and the unrepeatable accident that made each error coin one of a kind. And here's where things get fascinating. One of these 2017 Ozark Riverways quarters recently fetched an astonishing $875,000 at a private auction. That's more than most people earn in a decade. So while some people are out there investing in stocks and crypto, others are quietly building wealth through rare coins hiding in drawers, jars, and forgotten collections. Think about that for a second. You might already have one sitting somewhere right now. I know it sounds wild, but history proves it happens more often than you think. Remember the 1943 copper penny? The 2000 Sacagawea mule coin? Each one started as an everyday object and ended up changing someone's life, so here's a question. When was the last time you really looked at your quarters? Because the next fortune might be sitting in your change jar, silently waiting for you to notice. Now let's imagine, what would you do if you found that $875,000 Ozark Riverways quarter? Pay off your mortgage? Travel the world? Or maybe finally live that lifestyle of freedom you've dreamed about, where money no longer limits your choices? That's not fantasy. For a few lucky people, it's reality. But here's the thing, the window for discovery is closing fast. Every day, collectors are scouring coin rolls, estate sales, and thrift stores searching for this exact quarter. Once these rare errors are found and verified, the chances of stumbling upon one drop dramatically. That's why now is the time to act. Don't just save coins, inspect them. Don't just collect, invest intelligently. And if you think this is all just collector hype, let me leave you with a little perspective. In the world of numismatics, demand isn't just high, it's explosive. The market for rare US coins has skyrocketed, with investors and enthusiasts willing to pay record-breaking prices for pieces like this. Why? Because tangible assets with history, rarity, and authenticity will always hold value. So the next time you're handed a quarter, pause. Flip it over. Check the year. Look for the Ozark Riverways inscription and examine it carefully. That one small act could be the key to unlocking nearly $1 million. And before you go, remember this, wealth doesn't always come from where you expect. Sometimes it hides in your pocket, disguised as a quarter. Now that you know what to look for, here's the real question. What if your next coin is the one? Could you be holding a fortune without realizing it? Don't take chances. Keep watching this channel, because in our next video, we'll uncover another unbelievable coin that's shocking collectors with its massive market value. And trust me, you won't want to miss this one. So go ahead. Like this video, subscribe, and turn on notifications. The next rare coin we reveal could be sitting in your pocket right now. Imagine holding a coin so ordinary, so unassuming, that you'd never guess it could be worth more than most luxury cars on the market. A simple quarter, a 2019 San Antonio Missions quarter, turning heads across the numismatic world. Because one rare error version has sold for a staggering $755,000. Yes, you heard that right. 3 little digits on your quarter could be the key to life-changing money. Now, before you laugh and say, "It's just a quarter," let me stop you there. What if I told you that coin collectors, investors, and even museums are racing to find this exact coin? Because its error, its rarity, and its historical symbolism make it one of the most sought-after modern treasures in US minting history. So, don't blink, because by the end of this video, you'll know how to spot it, what makes it unique, and why it's shaking the coin world to its core. The 2019 San Antonio Missions National Historical Park Quarter is part of the America the Beautiful series, a celebration of American pride, craftsmanship, and culture. But beneath its beautiful design lies a mystery that even the mint didn't see coming. A minting error, small, barely visible, transformed this everyday quarter into a golden ticket worth over $755,000 in the collector's market. Now imagine this, you're at your local gas station, buying a coffee, and the cashier hands you change. You see that shiny quarter, the one with the mission bells and the cross, and think nothing of it. But if you knew what to look for, a subtle doubling, a misaligned strike, or a minting die clash, that ordinary coin could instantly change your life. Sounds unbelievable? Well, that's what hundreds of collectors thought, until one coin surfaced at an auction and rewrote the rules. And here's where the excitement builds. This isn't a centuries-old coin locked away in a museum vault. This is modern, tangible, and still circulating. The thrill, the adrenaline, the sheer possibility that you could hold one in your hand today, that's what's driving collectors wild. Have you ever wondered why some people seem to find opportunities where others see nothing? This is one of those moments. That quarter rattling in your car's cup holder could be your chance to join the elite few who turn forgotten coins into fortunes. But here's the twist. The longer you wait, the rarer these coins become. Every month, more collectors snap them up, grade them, and lock them away forever. And as the supply dries up, the value climbs higher. What's worth $755,000 today could very well touch the $1 million mark soon. So, while some are still dismissing their spare change, others are building generational wealth, quietly, patiently, and strategically. Still think it's just a quarter? Well, tell that to the man who walked into an appraisal event and walked out with a check that changed his entire future. Now, let's dig into the power behind this coin's worth. The San Antonio Mission's quarter pays homage to the rich history of Texas. The missions, the settlers, the faith, and the architecture that helped shape America. The reverse design features 4 symbols: wheat, water, a lion, and a bell tower, representing community, culture, and spirit. But when the U.S. Mint accidentally struck a limited number of coins with double dies and rim distortions, a new legend was born. These errors, subtle yet powerful, became the heartbeat of a modern-day treasure hunt. Every collector, every investor, every dreamer with an eye for value began searching for that one coin that could bridge the past and the present. A coin that holds both artistry and fortune. And here's the best part. Finding one doesn't require insider access or million-dollar equipment. Just awareness, knowledge, and a little bit of luck. You could be next. Imagine flipping through a roll of quarters from your bank and discovering that one brilliant piece. The coin that elevates your story from ordinary to extraordinary. So what should you do right now? Start looking. Check your quarters, especially those minted in 2019 with the San Antonio Mission's design. Focus on the D Mint mark, that tiny letter that's changing lives. Search for doubling in the details, slight distortions, or unusual texture. If you suspect you've got one, get it graded by a trusted service like PCGS or NGC. Because once it's certified, you're not holding just a coin, you're holding an investment, a conversation piece, and a tangible slice of American history. But let's pause here for a second. Think about the irony. People spend their lives chasing wealth, while a small piece of metal sitting in their wallet could be the answer. Funny, isn't it? How sometimes the universe hides abundance in plain sight. The 2019 San Antonio Mission's quarter isn't just a piece of currency. It's a reminder that fortune favors the observant. It's proof that even in the most ordinary moments, extraordinary opportunities await those who dare to look closer to us. So, if you've ever dreamed of living a life of abundance, if you've ever wanted to turn history into wealth, now is your moment. Because the next great coin discovery isn't buried in the past. It's circulating right now, waiting for someone like you to notice it. Don't let it slip through your fingers. Start checking your change today. Because the next time you hear that metallic clink of a quarter hitting the table, it could be the sound of $755,000 landing right in your hand. Did you know that one of the most ordinary-looking quarters in your pocket could secretly be worth nearly $894,000? Yes, that's right. A small, silver-toned coin you might have used to pay for parking could actually be your ticket to life-changing wealth. And it all starts with the 2020 Salt River Bay Quarter, a modern treasure hiding in plain sight. But before you rush to your coin jar, let's set the stage. Picture this. It's 2020, a year of uncertainty, chaos, and unexpected turns. Yet, while the world was shifting, something remarkable was being minted, a coin that would later become one of the most sought-after modern U.S. errors in history. A tiny flaw during its creation, and suddenly an everyday quarter becomes a fortune. Now, you might be thinking, how could a simple coin from 2020 be worth almost $900,000? Stay with me because by the end of this video, you'll not only understand why, but you'll also know how to identify if one of these rare coins is sitting right under your nose, waiting to change your financial destiny forever. And hey, if you're like most people who think all modern coins are worthless, well, you're about to have that belief shattered into shiny, profitable pieces. Let's talk about the Salt River Bay Quarter itself. Released as part of the America the Beautiful series, it honors the lush mangrove forests and rich ecosystem of the U.S. Virgin Islands. Beautiful design, sure, but the magic lies in the errors. Among the millions minted, a few coins came out with striking errors, double dies, off-center strikes, missing layers, and even those mysterious die breaks known as CUDs. These rare imperfections have sent collectors into a frenzy. Because when an error appears on a recent coin, it's like lightning in a bottle. A perfect storm of rarity, timing, and collector demand. And here's where it gets fascinating. One of these error quarters sold in a private auction for a jaw-dropping $894,000. Imagine that, a single coin minted just a few years ago commanding nearly $1 million. Why? Because collectors are obsessed with perfection, and paradoxically, with the lack of it. Funny, isn't it? In life, we spend so much time chasing perfection. Yet in the coin world, imperfection can make you rich. Now, you might wonder what makes this particular error so valuable. It's all about the details. The doubling of letters, the misaligned die, the faint second impression of the Salt River Bay design. These features don't just make the coin unique, they make it historically significant. They represent a 1 in a million minting mistake, frozen forever in metal. Here's the truth. Coins like this aren't just collector's items. They're financial opportunities hiding in plain sight. And right now, demand for rare U.S. error coins is at an all-time high. Wealthy investors, collectors, and even hedge funds are diversifying into physical assets, including coins, to protect their portfolios. So, imagine this, you open that old coin jar sitting in your kitchen. You pick out a shiny 2020 quarter, and on closer inspection, you notice something unusual. A slight doubling, a faint misprint, a glimmer that looks just a bit off. Your pulse quickens. Could this be the one? The same kind that sold for nearly $900,000? Because what if your next quarter isn't just worth 25 cents, but enough to buy a new home, start your dream business, or finally live the lifestyle you've always imagined? Now is the time to act. These error coins are being discovered and snapped up faster than ever before. Collectors know the window won't stay open for long. And once the market stabilizes, these prices could skyrocket even further. So, go ahead. Check your pockets, your drawers, your coin rolls. Every moment you wait could be the moment someone else finds what could have been yours. In a world where people chase luck, you can create your own fortune, one coin at a time. The 2020 Salt River Bay Quarter isn't just a piece of metal. It's a reminder that wealth often hides in the most unexpected places. So, start today. Examine your coins carefully. Learn, explore, and connect with the vibrant community of collectors turning their passion into prosperity. Because when preparation meets opportunity, that's when transformation happens. And who knows, the next coin you hold might just be your passport to the wealthy, abundant lifestyle you deserve.